So this is a general response to individuals who want to present the idea that Adam did die in the day that he ate of the fruit because it was within 1,000 years. I get frustrated with people trying to claim 1,000 years is a day to God. According to your Christian doctrine, sure, it's in the New Testament stated very clearly. But I am disgusted at the efforts of using Psalm 94. For 1,000 years are in your eyes like yesterday which passed, and a watch in the night. In this psalm, 1,000 years is being compared like yesterday has passed, and a watch in the night. Now, a watch in the night could end up being a 3-hour time frame or a 4-hour time frame. You would have more benefit in trying to declare that the 1,000 years is a watch in the night rather than like yesterday that has passed. It's the reference of like yesterday that has passed is to say that it's nothing. It's back then. Something that happens really fast. Compared to human beings, we don't live 1,000 years, and therefore it seems like a long time. The first reference is to specify that it's like nothing. It's already past and gone. It is part of my existence, and it's gone. Not to mention the fact that psalms are songs. They are meant to be taken as metaphors and allegories. They are poetry. Now, it is probably said because this story has Adam dying at 930 years. Not that Adam died at 930 years because of the 1,000 years. So you most likely have the things turned around. Furthermore, the text does not say, Genesis, the text does not say that he would die within 1,000 years of eating the fruit. In other words, it doesn't say that counting from the moment that you eat, you'll die within that 24-hour period, however long that 24-hour period is, if it's just 24 hours or 1,000 years. Let us assume that 1,000 years is how the day is to be understood. That would mean that even if there are only 2 hours left, which is about 41 years and 7 months roughly, if there's only 2 hours left to the day, which is about 41 years, when Adam ate, he would have to die within that 41 years and 7 months. Roughly, give or take. Not that he has 1,000 years from the day that he ate the fruit. Are you trying to claim that he was in the garden for 30 years before eating the fruit? There is nothing here saying that he would die within 1,000 years of eating the fruit. He is told, in the day, then some time goes by, then Eve is created, and more time goes by. Then Cain and Abel are born. Some more time goes by. Then finally they eat the fruit. How long into the day were they? Because however long into the day they were, for that statement to be accurate, they have to die that day. Not giving 24 hours from there, or 1,000 years from there. So this entire idea falls apart if you actually analyze it from what's actually being said, from what's actually in the text. Furthermore, if you need other texts, if you need to go outside of the text to understand this text, then God is intentionally trying to cause confusion. So, when the New Testament says he's not a God of confusion, yes, he is. If the information is not clearly understandable, and you actually have to go to another text to understand something, then he is trying to cause confusion. There are certain issues that you can get away with that you actually have to know the language to be able to understand the text. But the moment that you go into the idea that there is information that the people back then understood, just understood to be true, and that much, or that information isn't in the text, then anybody picking up the text, whoever had this text written, they are trying to cause confusion. And I say that on the basis of a God being all-knowing and all-powerful. He would know that it's going to cause confusion. However, if it was just written by primitive human beings, of course it's going to cause confusion, and their intention was not to cause confusion. They were primitive, limited minds, and therefore there's no real conflict there. But the moment that you go into the idea of an all-knowing, all-powerful God, he would have known how much confusion this is going to cause, and his intention would be to cause confusion. At best, what you have is a God of confusion, chaos, and death.